Yo, Bucko, it's Zero, come back to you with another figure review. And today we have none other than Master Plo Koon from the Black Series. And this is from the very last wave of the Black Series red boxes, so it's kind of sad to see these boxes go, but the new boxes look so nice. So with Plo Koon, I used to have the original Attack of the Clones Plo Koon figure as a kid, and I just remember thinking to myself, what an ugly figure that was. And he kind of is ugly, but he's supposed to look like that, and they nailed it here. Anyways, let me tell you a little bit more about Plo. You probably know him as the guy who was shot down while piloting a starfighter during Order 66 in Episode 3. But besides that, he appears very briefly in Episode 2. And I remember he was originally supposed to have an orange or a yellow lightsaber in that movie. As a kid, I thought that was super cool. But besides a few pictures, we never get to see that. But where this guy really shines is in the Clone Wars series. He found Ahsoka, discovered she had Force-sensitive powers, and brought her back to the Jedi Temple to have her trained. He does a few other cool things in the Clone Wars series, but my absolute favorite is when he's stranded in the escape pod with the Wolf Pack, and he went out into space and fought out those battle droids. I thought that was absolutely badass. He also does a lot of other cool things in the series too, but I won't go on for too much longer about him, so let's get into this box. Like I said before, this is one of the last boxes from the Red series. He's number 109, and let's just take a second to enjoy this box before we get the new beautiful boxes of the next wave. So the front of the box, you got Plo Koon, you got his artwork, very clean, very nice. The side of the box, got Plo Koon again. He is number 109. The back of the box, you have his little bio as normal. It says, a Keldor from Doran. Plo Koon was among the wisest members of the Jedi Order, respected for his level-headed analysis of events and unflappable calm. He's a very badass Jedi. The side of the box, they actually fit his full name. Plo Koon. Good job, Hasbro. You did it. You did it. You got one. That almost never happens. Almost never happens. And the top of the box is just black. Bottom of the box is unreadables. Alright, let's crack this box open real quick. And here he is out of the box, but before we take a closer look at him, let's take a look at his accessories. And in terms of accessories, he comes with his lightsaber, which I'm pretty sure isn't accurate at all. I don't think you get to really see it in episode 2, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't really look like this, or at least it wasn't the same colors as this. I definitely think it was like all silver throughout. Definitely don't think it's accurate. They did pull this from another figure though. This is his lightsaber, this is the General Grievous lightsaber. They're literally exactly the same thing. Kinda lazy. And really his only other accessory is his Jedi robes that he comes with. It does come off, but I'm going to pull that off one time, and it is going to be real soon here. And once that comes off, it's going off one time ever and coming back on right after that. But the hood makes him real special because not only does he have these flappy things, which the other Jedi robes don't have, he also comes with a clan member hood. Jesus, this is ridiculous actually. Now I wonder if they were trying to go for, wonder what they were trying to go here with, if they were trying to make it like for Kit Fisto or something. And honestly, I kind of want to try that out when I open him up, but I don't want to keep having to wrestle this thing every time I take it on and off. But we're going to take this off real quick, so I'm going to wrestle this just for you guys. And here he is out of his cloak, and he looks pretty good. He looks pretty damn good. Now, Unfortunately, the lightsaber can't clip on anywhere. It's just a reuse of the Obi-Wan body, I'm pretty sure, like most of the other Jedi. So that's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Most of the time, he's just gonna hold his lightsaber. I wish he could. I wish he was able to hold it because, or I wish it was able to go on his belt because it just falls off, which again, lazy on Hasbro's part. I'm not. I think this is the right color for the robes. I know the Kit Fisto's colors aren't correct, so most of the time I'm just gonna have his Jedi hood on, and so I won't have to worry about that. Let's taking a better look at him. He has his mask. It's pretty decent. Doesn't come off, even though it's sculpted to make it look like it would. It's pretty good overall. Good detailing in the eyes and the mask. I really like this character, and I really like how they did him here. He's got the normal Jedi robes. He has his little claw hands, which are pretty dope. I like that. And then he's got the boots. Not a lot to show off here besides like the new stuff, but very cool figure. Then we're going to get into articulation real quick. So he has like a joint right in there, I believe. Is it? Yeah, it's like a double neck joint. They've been doing that a lot with these figures. This one's kind of weird though. I think this is the first time they've done that on a Jedi. Maybe on the Obi-Wan in this wave as well. But yeah, it's like the double neck joint. And then the head looks around pretty well here. Then you got your butterfly joint at the shoulder, as well as a hinge and swivel at the shoulder. Pretty decent range of movement. You have a hinge and swivel at the elbow, as well as a hinge and swivel at the wrist. And on the other one, same thing, hinge and swivel. This one's not moving too well though. They both move in and out, though the way his hand is shaped, you don't get a lot of movement, but it's there. Then you got ball joint at the torso. Gives it a pretty decent range of movement compared to some of the other ball joints. And then inside his skirt, his leg doesn't really move back at all, but goes forward. Then he has a thigh swivel. Then he has a double jointed knee. And pretty much kicks his own ass. Kind of hindered by the skirt a little bit, but yeah, he kicks his own ass. Then you have a hinge at the ankle and a forward facing pin for rocker. Alright, and let's pose this badass now. Now let's show him off next to some other figures. Here he is next to Clone Wars Obi-Wan and Mace Windu. Here he is next to General Grievous. Just kidding. Here he is for real next to General Grievous. Here he is next to the original Stormtrooper. Here he is next to Boba Fett and the Mandalorian. And finally, here he is next to Luke Skywalker Squawker. And so, I kind of skipped out on pre-ordering this wave of figures, and I'm kind of glad I did because GameStop was having a sale on him and Kit Fisto, so I'm thankful for that because I was able to pick them up for a bit cheaper if I just bought them online. Also didn't have to pay for any shipping, so that was good. Now the reason I skipped out on the last two waves is because this is a figure I wanted, but I would have been okay if I missed out on it. I'm definitely glad I didn't miss out on him. If you see him and you're on the fence, I definitely pick him up because just like Mace Windu, I definitely think his price will skyrocket because this guy is a badass and he looks pretty good too. And as usual, you can bring them in warm or you can bring them in cold. Good hunting, and as always, thanks for watching.